Don't go to sleep tonight with your dog until you hear what I have to say. I am completely serious. Stop what you are doing and just listen to this for a second. Most of us think our dogs just want a soft pillow, or maybe they just want to steal our body heat. But the truth? The truth is so much deeper, and honestly, it breaks my heart a little bit. From the way they press their entire back against your legs to the exact reason they stare directly into your eyes before finally closing theirs, your dog is sending you a massive, completely silent message. And if you are ignoring it, you are missing the single biggest thing they desire most from you. Today, we are decoding the unspoken psychology of why your dog actually sleeps in your bed. And more importantly, I am going to tell you why you need to be on high alert and actually worried if that habit suddenly changes. Picture this. It is late at night. The house is completely dark and quiet. Your dog has so many options right now. You probably bought them that wildly expensive $100 dog bed that is sitting right there on the floor. They have the softest spot on the living room couch. They have cool patches of carpet all over the house. But what do? They bypass all of it. They walk past every single quiet corner in your home, jump up on your mattress, circle 3 or 4 times, let out that big dramatic sigh, and then press firmly against your leg. They take up an absolutely unreasonable amount of space, leaving you a tiny freezing fraction of the blanket while you contort your body into a literal pretzel just to make sure they are comfortable. I feel your pain. My golden retriever mix, Charlie, does this exact same thing to me every single night. I used to look at him and think, buddy, you are just being a stubborn bed hog. But then I noticed the look he gave me right before he fell asleep. Have you ever noticed that look from your own dog? It is not just a sleepy, heavy-eyed look. It is a deeply intentional, intensely focused gaze. It makes you stop and wonder what is actually going on inside that furry head of theirs. You probably assume this nightly ritual is just a bad habit we accidentally trained into them, but researchers who literally spend their entire lives studying canine brains found something else entirely. And I promise you, once you hear this, you will never look at your dog the same way again. Think about survival for a second. Sleep is the absolute most vulnerable state any animal can possibly be in. Every single primal instinct in your dog's brain, instincts passed down from thousands of years of surviving in the wild, screams at them to hide, to find a dark, isolated place when they power down. Because in the wild, if you are asleep and exposed, you are prey. So why don't they hide from you? Why do they choose to lie completely exposed right next to you?
It has absolutely nothing to do with the temperature of your sheets. It is about an ancient, primal need for absolute security. Scientists actually put dogs through the exact same psychological tests that doctors use to study human toddlers and their moms. The results were mind-blowing. They discovered that your dog's bond with you is biologically and psychologically identical to the bond a human infant forms with its mother. When your dog glues themselves to your legs at night, they are using you exactly like a scared toddler uses a parent. You are their human shield. You are the secure anchor that makes the terrifying, vulnerable state of sleep feel completely safe. By pressing against you, they are telling you that you are the safest thing in their entire universe. But wait, because it gets even crazier. This secret desire to sleep with you goes way beyond just feeling safe in the dark. It is actually driven by a hardwired chemical addiction, and it starts with that specific look they give you right before they close their eyes. Scientists measured brain chemicals in dogs and their owners. You know oxytocin, right? It is the love hormone, the exact same chemical that floods a mother's brain the second she holds her newborn baby. What they found is going to make you want to go hug your dog right now. When your dog gazes into your eyes and you look back at them, both of your brains experience a massive simultaneous explosion of pure love. Your dog's love hormone spikes, which literally triggers your love hormone to spike, which then makes your dog want to stare at you even more. It creates this beautiful, endless loop of pure chemical connection. And here's the absolute wildest part about all of this. No other animal on Earth does this with humans. Not a single one. Researchers tested wolves raised by humans from the day they were born, hand-fed, loved, kept indoors. But when the wolves looked at their humans, the chemical loop did not activate at all. Zero surge. That deliberate stare your dog gives you before sleep is them actively triggering a chemical bonding process. They are biologically craving a deep connection with you. And what's actually happening to your physical body when they finally lean against you? A massive new study tracked the heart rates of dogs and owners sleeping in the exact same bed. When they sleep pressed against you, your nervous systems literally sync up with each other. When your heart rate slows down and you fall into deep sleep, your dog relaxes right along with you. At 2 in the morning, two entirely different species are sharing one single biological rhythm. You are literally co-regulating each other. This is exactly why you feel so incredibly rested and calm when they are there, even if they're taking up the whole bed. Which brings me to the absolute most important part of this entire video. Please listen to me on this one. This deep, ancient chemical bond is exactly why you need to be on high alert if they suddenly stop sleeping in your bed. Dogs are creatures of strict, unbreakable habit. When a behavior that is backed by thousands of years of evolution and pure brain chemistry just vanishes overnight, it is a massive red flag. Sure, sometimes it's environmental. Maybe you changed your work schedule or someone new moved into the house. But most of the time, it is physical. Veterinary experts warn that leaving the bed is often the very first behavioral sign of hidden pain. This happens long before you'll ever see them limping, crying, or showing stiffness during the day. A dog that abandons the soft, warm mattress hasn't suddenly decided they like the cold floor better. They might be hurting. Jumping up onto the bed might suddenly cause a sharp, shooting pain in their hips or their spine. In older dogs, waking up in the middle of the night, pacing around the room, and leaving the bed are hallmark symptoms of canine dementia. They might leave the bed because they are genuinely confused about where they are. Your dog doesn't have words. They cannot tap you on the shoulder and tell you their joints ache. This sudden change in routine is their only voice. It's their only way of screaming for help. If it lasts more than a few days, you need to call your vet immediately. So let me ask you something. Tonight, when you wake up at 3 in the morning, pushed to the absolute edge of the mattress, freezing cold because 80 pounds of fur is stealing your blanket, I want you to look at them. Really look at them. They bypassed every other perfectly comfortable, quiet spot in your entire house just to be right there next to you. They chose you because to them, you are the safest, most incredible thing in the whole world. And science proves that just by resting together, you are literally healing each other. If this completely changed how you look at your dog, hit that subscribe button right now and drop a comment below. I really want to know what kind of dog you have and if they are a massive blanket stealer too. Give them a huge pet for me tonight. See you in the next one.